Here we go. Time for another good time. So, this is the Mega Man X collection. So, let's have some fun. Let's look at Mega Man X. This is Life Leveler here, just with another game streaming session. Hope everybody's having a great Wednesday night and maybe early Thursday, depending on what time zone you're in. Stay safe out there amongst COVID. So, here we go. I'm going to pick Mega Man X as the first one. Now, for me, Mega Man X has a lot of great memories for me, especially on the original Super Nintendo. Me and my brother would play this game all the time on our Super Nintendo. And, I mean, honestly, it was one of the first games I played on the SNES. Now, I did grow up with the Atari 2600 and the Intellivision and some of the older consoles, but the Super Nintendo was the first gaming console I really got hungry into gaming and really enjoyed it and got passionate about it. So Mega Man X was one of those first games where I'm just like, wow. It was really just kind of set the new standard because, I mean, I really didn't get into the NES Mega Mans. It was kind of just didn't really appeal to me all that much. It was one of those things where, I don't know, Mega Man X was edgy, he was metallic, and it just really got me going, honestly, at the end of the day. It just it was the high adrenaline, it was metallic, it was rocking and rolling, and it just a fantastic game overall. And I liked the edginess of the character. He looked more badass, honestly, because the original Mega Man to me was kind of, I don't know, he didn't really come off in a super strong fashion for me. It's like I wanted to play as like a badass. Here we go with this kick-ass intro, Mega Man X. This reminds me, just the Super Nintendo just was one of the greatest consoles I ever have owned, and I still own to this day. So let's jump into the first level. Oh man, I love this intro. I used to listen to this like music in my car sometimes just because it had such a rockin' bass. This game also reminds me of the days of Nintendo Power, where you would go and get the cheat codes before the Twitter and internet days and everything. It's just fantastic. So, just so everybody's caught up to speed, my PSN ID is TheKingGamer. If you want to add me and play some games together, you know, just have a good time, then I am definitely here to do that as well, too. Just having some fun gaming and, you know, just enjoying the day for what it is. Alright. And I love the simplicity of the design. It took the concepts of the original Mega Man and put it on pretty much like acid, more or less. It just made it like an adrenaline to play and just exhilarating in general. So, now in terms of games I'll stream, I pretty much just stream the games that I enjoy personally. I'm not trying to follow trends. I'm not trying to do what everybody else on YouTube is trying to do at the end of the day. Now, I will play the latest games like modern and stuff if it appeals to me, but I'm very picky and selective. Like, I'm open-minded, but I've been playing games for a very, very long time, so I'm also pretty selective with my time about which ones I will play and won't play, and that really give me that value or that feeling of, hey, this game is awesome, so. And Mega Man X, I moved on to X2 and X3 after the first one. I just got addicted to this series, and I was a big fan really up until about X5 and X6, which for most fans, I know that's where it kind of started to be on the decline. And for me, that, I don't know, it just kind of just didn't really appeal to me, like, because they started changing the gameplay and the mechanics too much, and it had the whole thing with Zero and the virus, just some really weird elements that just weren't really vibing to me, honestly. And this was one of the first games I got really good at, where I would know all the locations of the heart tanks, all the enemies, and just, you know, just where to find everything. And I remember the feeling of when I got the Hadouken move for getting all the different power-ups, all the heart tanks, and basically getting 100% of everything in the game. And I remember when I first found out about that, I was like, is that from Street Fighter? And I thought that was one of the cool things about the Mega Man X games in X, X2, and I believe X3. If I'm not mistaken, they took moves from Street Fighter. Heck, even one of the bosses from Mega Man X4 does the uppercut with the fire, which is the fire fist from what's his name, Ken, which I thought was awesome. And this one has the Hadouken from Ryo, so from Street Fighter. So I thought that was kind of a cool touch to bring in some other elements from other Capcom games as a kind of like an Easter egg or a little fun little treat for people who went and did everything in the game and completed it from start to finish. So overall, you know, just a cool homage to another Capcom franchise and an homage to some of those classic Easter eggs and secrets. And that's not really prominent in today's games. Everything is so documented on Twitch and streaming. You can pretty much find everything out on the internet. Back in the day, all you had was Nintendo Power. All you had was like your friends telling you like, hey, did you ever figure that out? Or they would just figure it out through discovery. And I feel like that's an element that's lost in a lot of the newer games, is that element of discovery, that element of, you know, mystery, because everything's so out there. Everything is just known. It just kind of leaves some things to be desired, and that's part of the reason why I love retro and the old games, is because not only for the nostalgia and the childhood memories that I have, but it's those things that it's missing, that little touch that a lot of these new games, some of them will do it, but it's so rare. And honestly, the challenge too of the older games just kind of appealed to me, versus the newer stuff is in a lot of ways just too easy. Like, I kind of feel like I've been there, done that and stuff, and just not getting that same stimulation. Now, that's not to say every game is like that, but except for the occasional indie game or game here and there, it's like I feel like I've been there, done that. So, but anyway, I mean, that's just kind of my own personal taste as it's evolved over time, and kind of my expectation of what I expect in games, because I expect high caliber quality, especially when you're paying, especially with the next gen on the horizon, these higher prices. I expect high quality. I don't expect less quality. So the bar should be set pretty high accordingly, because you're spending with your wallet, your time, and your money, and you should put a value around it. This was always the first stage I would play with, is on Chill Penguin. I loved playing that first stage because he was always the easiest boss for me to beat, and I would always just go through the pattern of playing him, then going on Storm Eagle, and just, you know, getting the different easy heart tanks and energy tanks that I knew where they were without even having to blink or think about it. So I just kind of got into that pattern or rhythm of playing it. So in that order, and then obviously learning about where all the different power-ups were in terms of the armor and the X-Buster and so forth. And here's the first capsule. And I loved the upgradability of the Mega Man X games. I loved how you were always getting new power upgrades, going to these machines to upgrade your existing functionality and just basically, you know, charge it up, so to speak. Like, give you like some extra rocket fuel or like push it like an engine. It was fantastic. So just there's something about that was always appealing to me, and I love how you could learn the weaknesses and be able to figure out other bosses' strengths and weaknesses, and then apply an action plan or attack, so to speak, when you're going after these different bosses, and how to beat them in a very methodical order with the power that they were weak to and so forth, and plan. Oh, I love the mechs. The mechs were always fun. Here we go. Oh, you suck. Alright. Almost to the boss. Here we go. Charge up. Time to face Chill Penguin. Such good times. Like, you get to the point where you play this game enough times, you can just easily just one-up these guys so fast, just because you learn all the patterns and stuff. But you felt like a badass because you were able to go through the game and you were able to learn the tricks and the secrets and how to, like, get an edge on them. Not being very smart, Chill Penguin, right now. You just did the same move 4 times in a row. Make that 5. I don't know if that's a glitch or he's just being stupid. And done. Even the animations, I love the old pixel art in these games, and just they just really were very unique for the era. Everything's so 3D and realistic, and that's great and all for newer games, but I mean, I'm always a fan for nostalgia and the classics, first and foremost. And what's my first power? Ooh, the ice power. Alright, who's next on the docket? Storm Eagle. I was always a fan of this music. The music in this level, it's just got that rockin' edge. Da 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 da. Especially back in the days when I was playing my Super Nintendo with this game, I remember in the early 2000s, I remember OC Remix did a lot of awesome remixes of these tracks, and if you've never heard them, check out the OC remixes of some of these old tunes. They're just as good as the original, if not in some cases even better. First heart tank. Sweet. Power up. So a little bit about me and just a little bit more about my background. My name is Zach. This is my YouTube channel, Life Leveler, doing a streaming of the Mega Man X collection, specifically playing Mega Man X from the Super Nintendo. So if you haven't checked out my channel yet, I definitely recommend checking it out. But to give you a bit of a background about me, I'm in IT. I've been in IT for about 15 years. I also am a financial advisor, so I help people with their finances, their wellness, leadership concepts, and also just teaching people to live their best life. But my YouTube channel is about gaming and much more, but I'm definitely making a big emphasis on gaming because that's what I love to do, and it's something that I enjoy when I'm not at work, or you know, just in general. It's just there's just something about it that's relaxing and therapeutical, and just I always love the challenge of solving puzzles, and it just kind of fits with the way I think. So, and I grew up with it too, so that kind of goes, you know, hand in hand with that. And if there's games you guys want me to stream, let me know in the comments below what you're looking for. I've been a collector for over 20 plus years. I have a lot of games, so I mean, I'm always, you know, finding more in the wild at flea markets or just in general, and especially on the retro side, I've been really stacking up and trying to find some of those old games before they get crazy expensive, which I'm starting to see with some of these old GameCube games, and you know, even some of these old Super Nintendo games that, you know, back in the day you'd think like, why is this game worth that much? But it's just, you know, supply and demand, and just the fact that the scarcity, they don't make these things anymore and all that. So, but if you have local mom and pop shops, definitely support them. Definitely, you know, give them some love, especially right now with what's going on in these times. I'm trying to avoid eBay as much as I can, but it's been kind of hard because my local game stores just don't have a lot of what I'm looking for. Part of it's because I've built up such a massive collection that it's getting harder and harder for me to find games that I don't have or that I'm even interested in, for that matter. So, all right, what's this power now? We got number 2. Ooh, we got the helmet. Now I can break stuff. Now I can dash faster and I can break stuff. Sweet. And a couple announcements while I have you guys on the stream. So, first announcement is I will be moving to Texas from California in about a month and a half, so that's still in the works, so keep your eyes peeled for that. I will be building a new game room in early of 2021, actually, as I'm in the process of getting a house, so I'm actually really excited about that. I actually used to have a game room, just to give you some background, a couple of years back here in San Jose. I've been living in California my whole life, so like around this East Bay area around outside of San Francisco, and then, you know, I've been in the Silicon Valley for the last probably decade or so because I got into technology and I started working for big companies like Dell and VMware and just kind of rising through the ranks in different roles and responsibilities. So, but I'm ready for a change, ready for a new lifestyle, ready to kind of have that game room, have new ways of embracing my lifestyle, and just things that just appeal to me, outdoors and exploring, and, you know, I'm really excited about that. So, but keep your eyes peeled for that. I'll definitely have more details as that's coming along, the game room and how I plan to construct it, and I'll still be shooting videos in the meantime, but it's if there is a delay, I'll let you guys know in advance about what's going on. So, oh, I love this little trick right here. It's planned for near the end of November after the new next-gen consoles come out my move. So that's kind of when I'm anticipating it. So really excited about that. And yeah, just some good things going into 2021. Yeah, 2021. Since this year's been kind of a hit or miss, I'm sure, for a lot of people with everything that's going on in the world and whatnot, but I'm not here to talk about the negative things and the sad things. I'm here to bring positivity, enlightenment, and just overall good times and good vibes. That's what I care about. I don't like to dwell on negativity or fear or the media or any of that garbage and nonsense, because it doesn't do anything to your mind, to your soul, and to your drive to be your best. So focus on the positive, stay strong, and keep going after your goals and put the work in. That's what it takes. You have to have a whatever it takes mentality. So this is part of my channel as well as personal development. I like to share knowledge and tips and just kind of the things I've done. Like, I listen to a lot of motivational stuff. I listen to speeches. But I also put the action in, because you can listen to it, but unless you take action on it, nothing is going to change. All right, who's next? Spark Mandrill. Here we go. Because I guarantee your work ethic will say everything about your character, your integrity, and who you are. So put in the work, the reward will come. It may not come today, it may not come tomorrow, but it will come. Hard work beats talent every time. And everybody has gifts and talents. You just have to develop and fine-tune and craft them. It's like the clay from the potter. You're always being refined, and you're always carving out the areas of your life, or carving out the areas that aren't as polished or refined. So you're always refining yourself and always polishing yourself and always chiseling out the stuff you don't want in your life. So just remember that you're always the potter and the clay analogy is the perfect one that I like to say when it comes to that. So always have a mindset of a growth mindset and abundance mindset, and always keep trying to develop yourself, because, you know, why not? I mean, why not live life to the fullest? Like, why be average? Why settle? Too many people in life settle. They never go after their goals. They never go after what they want. So, you know, you should never settle for anything but, you know, first place. Because everybody's a champion on the inside, but you have to start by believing, and you have to take action. And if there's a goal or a dream you have, take action on it. I'll tell you from my own story, it's like, I've been wanting to start this YouTube channel for years, and, you know, different things obviously happen, and it's in the past, obviously, but I still took the chance, and especially what's going on with COVID-19 and all that, I said, hey, you know what, I'm going to go after my goals. I'm going to, you know, buckle down on this particular goal, which is starting my YouTube channel. So I said, you know what, I'm going to go for it. So this is something I've been working on and off over the last couple of years, amongst several other projects and entrepreneurial ventures and different things that I do outside of my gaming section of life, as well as my IT career and just other things that interest me, because I'm interested in a lot of different things. I'm not a very one-stop shop type of person. And my travel plans were impacted severely by COVID, so I'm like, but I used this as a window of opportunity was the key. I didn't just sit there and be like, oh, dwell on it. I used it as fuel to be like, hey, this is the perfect time to start this, you know, with what's going on. I'm like, the travel will be there, the places will be there, and I'll wait till things calm down themselves or resolve them to a point where I'm able to travel internationally again and, get some of these other things going, because when that time happens, then you'll be ready. And that's the key takeaway I have for you, my friends, is that if there's something you've been waiting on, if there's a goal that you've been waiting on doing, or a project or anything, why not now? Don't have any regrets. Do not have any regrets. Ooh, another heart tank. And consistency is everything. Consistency is the key, whether your goals are in the gym, whether your goals are in your business, whether your goals are in your faith, finances, whatever you believe in. That's what it comes down to. Hard work and discipline, and always having a mindset of growing and improving, and know that there's always more capacity. You always have more capacity in your tank. And leadership is influence. Set a good example. Be a good influencer. Set goals, set positivity in people's minds, create positive habits, affirmations, and that drive to serve and help people, because being a leader is also being a servant as well too, because the more value you add to other people, the not only better your life will be, but the more you'll enrich their lives as well too, which is a reward in and of itself. Because I guarantee you'll find more joy in serving than being served. I know in my own personal life, don't get me wrong, I like nice things like anybody else in life, but serving others is just it's a feeling of joy, immersion, and purpose and passion that you just can't, it's hard to even explain. So that's my section on personal development. So this is something I plan to talk about in my streams, just to incorporate what I enjoy and, just kind of help provide that positive aspect to people's lives, and just give people that hope, and just share my knowledge, share my passion, because I love gaming, but I want to mix both of them together because they're both important to me. And I think that this is a great avenue to share both professional development, personal development, as well as talk about topics that will increase your life, increase your capacity, and essentially level up, because Life Leveler is all about leveling up. It's all about taking your life to the next level. It's all about the drive and determination, and really just inspiring people. That is my goal, is to serve and inspire, and playing games along the way and having fun. That's just the whole package. That's the full package, and that's just being able to enjoy what I love about gaming, but help lead and serve others, because I want to make an impact that lasts. I want to make sure that I'm making a difference in the world, and that I'm serving the purpose and passion that I've been called to do, because everybody has a purpose and passion, and I know what mine is, and I hope you get value as you listen to these streams or the different videos. And if you ever have any questions or want to have a conversation with me, shoot me a PM on YouTube. I'll add my contact information in the description below, that if you want to contact me directly, maybe send an email or a chat, or find me on Facebook. Let's just talk, and I'm always an ear to be open to, always there to provide advice if you need it, or just chill, whatever you need. So just know that I am here for you regardless of who you are, what you believe. It doesn't matter. Ooh, I remember this level. I haven't played this level in a long time. In terms of projects I've been working on, I'm curious to kind of hear what projects you guys are working on, or like what games are you guys playing. So definitely interact in the comments below and let me know what you guys have been up to. I'd be interested to hear what you guys are working on, and in terms of what you guys are doing to improve yourself, or maybe just games you're playing just to have fun as we go through this health crisis and pandemic. So let's get the conversation rolling, and let's just have a good time. I know me personally, I'm excited about the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X, which I'll be doing a separate video on my thoughts and impressions of those, both from, the pre-order craziness of how this all transpired this year, as well as my thoughts on the hardware, the games, and so forth. But there's a couple games on the PlayStation 5 I'm excited about, and there's I can't think of anything on the Xbox Series X at this moment besides what's on Game Pass. But like I said, I'll do a deep dive of that in a separate video. But besides that, just kind of bulking up my retro collection a little more and filling in some gaps, and, getting another arcade machine is on my top to-do list gaming-wise. In terms of my career and stuff, it's, working on my knowledge in the stock market, options trading, cryptocurrency, stuff I've been doing for a little bit, but always learning and growing and developing in that capacity. And then tech-wise, just working on DevOps and automation. So not only to keep my skill set current and sharp, but also just because everything's going to an automation, process-driven arena. So it's just something I want to do to not only stay relevant in the industry, but just because I'm kind of interested in how Python and these scripting and programming languages work. And I've done a little bit here and there in the past with that in PowerShell, as well as, working on, just tools like Puppet Chef, Ansible, and Jenkins, a lot of these configuration management tools and automation stuff to help with provisioning of servers on the cloud and helping setting up these automation of these servers and these applications and really streamline it for businesses in terms of productivity and other arenas to make the company continually viable as the cloud becomes more and more of a necessity. All right, here we go. Time to get you, Armadillo. Ouch. Did not plan for that. Oh. Here we go. There we go. Disabled his shield. Oops, wrong power there. That did nothing. I better be careful. Ooh, whoops. Whoa. Oh, I better be careful. Oh, and I'm dead. Shoot. I should have been more careful there. Okay. All right. Round 2. And one note, just in case anybody's wondering, like my webcam is not up right now just because I'm in the middle of a move right now, so I hadn't had it set up yet, but I plan to definitely have it for future videos and streams, especially here with Twitch and YouTube, so it's definitely going to be in the plan, so instead of just using my avatar all the time, although I do love my avatar, it's one of my favorite characters, Kazuma Kiryu from the Yakuza series. I absolutely love that franchise. That's probably my favorite franchise from Sega by far. It's up there with Shenmue, but I think I might like Yakuza even more. And I'm probably going to do a video on that as well. Yakuza versus Shenmue. I'll probably do some kind of a face-off video or my thoughts on that and just explore that because those games are just, especially the Yakuza games, are just, I love the storytelling and just the games in general are just, they're very sometimes underloved or underappreciated outside of the fans like me and stuff, but they're great. Well, that didn't go as planned. Okay, I might not take it on this round. Let's see how many lives I have left. Oh, well, I got 3, maybe, but I lost the weakness on that, so I'm gonna have to get really creative here. Man. Wish I had that, his weakness again. I should have been smarter with that. Ouch. Alright, I'll give it one more shot, and then I'm going to call it. Man, this guy is one tough cookie. Hopefully I can crack him. Since I don't have the weakness. If I'm smart and play it from a distance, I can hopefully get through this. I just gotta... I can't get too greedy. Ouch. Ugh. Come on. Come on. Come on. Halfway there. This is not the way I'd recommend getting him. I'd recommend Spark Mando's power, disable his shield, and then just go to town with that power. But, you know, the wind from Storm Eagle is going to be useless on this guy, and ice probably isn't going to do anything. I mean, it does something, but... yeah, nothing. And that's, well. Oh, well. Anyway, guys, that's it for today's streaming session. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you got some good value or some good content out of it. As again, always, I can be reached on my PSN ID at TheKingGamer. I have a YouTube page with youtube.com/TheKingGamer. That's my life leveler page. TheKingGamer is just the username I used for it when I was first setting it up, and then I changed it to kind of carve out my niche, which is life and leveling up, as I talked about earlier in the video. But with that said, I'll put my links to my different handles like Twitch and so forth. If you want to contact me, have a private message, have a discussion, or ever want to ask me a question. If you guys have game suggestions, as always, leave it in the comments below what you'd like me to stream. I have a vast variety of games through my collection. I'm a very big physical collector. I do have some emulation as well too, just for some of the games that are outrageously expensive and whatnot, or just you know, that I kind of want to try before I buy, so to speak, especially when I'm getting it through eBay or things. But again, I'll do a whole video just on that alone. That's a whole discussion in and of itself. But with that being said, take care, everybody. Have a good night. Blessings to all, and take care.